bags under your eyes even darker than during the last round. And whoa.
Thanks for the concern, Pave. I just even though I try to fall asleep, I can't get the championship out of...
I know the feeling. That happens to me too when I'm agonizing over my blueprints.
Do you have any tips for dealing with...
To be honest with you, no. You could say there are many things that don't have a quick fix and can only be endured. I suppose you can think of it as something akin to an illness. Sometimes there's no... I don't know what's stressing you out, but I can feel all the anxiety and pressure coming from you.
Okay. You do your best too.
Looks like everyone's here. I will now explain the second round to you all. There are 3 ley line disruptors buried in the area around Aru Village. These devices can imitate the effects of ley line disruption and will constantly interfere. The first 3 who manage to finish this task will be awarded 4, 3, and 2 points. Note that each person may only bring a set amount of food and water with them, and that leaving the designated competition zone will result in disqualification.
Well, what do you think? Want to team up again? I shall consider letting you have the points on account of what happened in the previous...
That's all right. I've been here many times, and in any case, machines are one of my specialties.
It's good to see such confidence in a youngster like yourself. I also happen to be... But aside from us, you should remember that there's a favorite for Jeff. A favorite twin? Who is... Shh! Not so loud. I mean that boy, Tainari. He took first place in the previous round, and if he does so again this time, we may as well declare this competition over. That boy knows a great deal. Perhaps he might yet follow. That's true. It does. He already has Kale, who is an excellent pupil. If he were to win this round as well, then as his senior, it's my solemn duty to prevent such an inequitable arrangement for...
I'll get going as well. See you later.
How are you feeling?
I think I'm okay, but I'll take things slowly for now.
Is this all the water we're getting?
Sorry, that's what the rules say. While this round seems to be about how quickly you can shut down the devices, it's also testing your ability to survive into...
I knew it'd be harder than I... So we'll either need to find the devices as quickly as possible, or we'll have to save...
You're welcome. Please, take care of yourself.
Well, there goes everybody. So, who should we visit this time? Oh, right! Didn't Farozan say that Tainari's the favorite?
That's right. I usually bring lots of water when I go to the desert. Precisely I went through all my water very quickly, and with the effects of the disturbed ley lines, I started feeling dizzy. my ancestors.
This isn't the time for a history lesson.
Humans, such fragile beings. Your bodies can't even survive extreme changes in the environment. Here, take this. Let him drink it.
Are you serious? This had better be just normal water. Paimon really doesn't get that guy. What's he up to?
I'm feeling a little better now.
Oh, it wasn't just the two of us, just him.
Found you at last.
Oh no, you're here too.
I was concerned, so I came back to check on you.
The fur on my tail is so dry, it's practically been singed right up. It appears I'm not suited to this particular round. I should
Really? So you're backing out?
Yes. I do have my results in the first round to serve as a buffer, so even if I forfeit this round, withdrawing now will allow me to conserve my energy. Continue.
A wise decision. Let's get you back to Aru Village.
It's fine.
Oh, stop trying to be so polite.
Some shade here, so we can stop for a while.
All right.
Oh, Sino and Tainuri. And you've got the Traveler.
Oh, hey, Layla.
Yeah, the sun was too strong, so what about you? Are you all done already?
Unfortunately not. I'm not quite as capable as I thought.
Withdraw? Can you even do
I believe the rules do provide for such a situation. Alhaitham
Didn't I ask you if you were all right before this? If you had just decided...
Well, I had to try, didn't I? So I tried. When I get back, I'm definitely going to make a batch of sun-resistant oil. By the way, you're Layla, aren't you?
I did feel a little faint when I first...
Be careful not to push yourself.
Don't worry.
Feeling the pressure?
You can tell?
Your expression is similar to the ones I see on criminals' faces when I interrogate them.
To tell you the truth, I'm still not sure whether I have what it takes to represent the... Most people voted for me because of all the rumors surrounding me. And to be honest, those even the people who usually criticize me voted for me this time.
So their expectations are putting pressure on you.
Yes. Actually,
To be completely honest, I don't really... Firstly, those who expect things from you do not necessarily do so for benign reasons. On the other hand, those who do consider your feelings certainly wouldn't want you to push yourself. Next, we are researchers. Our primary duty is to interact with knowledge, not... As for me, I took part in this competition to advertise for an academic lecture. I think you can also try to find a clearly defined goal. That may help you.
I understand.
I'm absolutely parched.
I've still got some water with me.
No, I'll be all right. We aren't far from Aru Village, so I can go the rest of the way myself.
Yes. All right then. Your spirit will live on through me.
Hey, don't talk like that. I'm not dead. Everyone, I'll be heading back now.
I'll continue searching for the ley line disruptor.
Are you feeling better now?
Yeah, I feel like It's been a long time since I first left my hometown to come to the all sorts of... When I was chosen as my Darshan's representative, yeah, I think that's what Tainari was trying... You're our good friends, which is why you didn't stop him from...
That's right! No need to feel so...
That said, he did also say that he... Anyway, I won't take up any more of your time. You still have to record the...
True. We should go look for the others.
You could go see how Madame Farozan's doing.
Okay, let's go look for Farozan.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Entering the desert, I discovered a primal construct that was acting at... Once I got near here, it said...
You're a true expert, Madame Faruz.
Well, I do happen to have more experience than most. But that aside, has anyone completed this challenge?
Nope, not yet.
Well then, I suppose I'll be the first. Oh? And why's that?
He's not used to being out and about in the desert.
Huh. I didn't think he would have such a weakness. I suppose he could use a bit more training. What about the others? Is that Ratawa's girl still a bundle of nerves?
Tainari gave Layla some advice, and she seems to be doing a lot better now. Sino just started his search for the disruptors, and...
And what about Kaveh? Has he found a ley line disruptor?
Paimon doesn't think so, or our locators would have already let us know.
Strange. What's he lollygagging for? With his skill, well, I'm afraid the most thrilling moments are already done here.
Come on, stop following me! I already gave you all the food I had on me. You can cry all you want. I don't have any more food. All I have left. Without water, traveling in the desert will be incredibly difficult. And I still need... Marak, can you help me out here? Keep them away.
Kaveh, there you are! Farozan told us to come see how you're doing. What are...
Just thinking about it makes me upset. Not long after I entered the desert, I don't know why, but they didn't leave the competition grounds. Now the ley line disruptions have left them confused and circling around the area. The moment they saw me, they wouldn't leave me alone. They even cheated. Hey, didn't I ask you to keep them away?
Kaveh, is this flying metal thingy...
That's right. This is my toolbox, Marak.
Your toolbox? Huh. It seems pretty fancy.
Sometimes I need to carry things when I go out, so it's handy to have a portable.
Well, this definitely doesn't look like an ordinary tool.
It's a long story. When I was working in the desert, I ran into a merchant group who had it was clearly from King Deshret's civilization. His technology still isn't fully understood. Our current theories cannot explain such mysteries. Upon seeing such a rare, complete specimen before me, I forked over all the mora on my... Sometime back, I wanted to make an automated case that could store my offloaded items. With that core, it can't understand commands that are too complex, but it can serve as my assistant and help me with things like... Most importantly, it can't talk, so it can't give me any attitude. Oh, yes. Thanks for helping hide the fact that I live at Al-Haytham's place earlier.
Sorry.
I hope this season of my life ends soon, so I can get things back on track. Things just start... Well, maybe it's because... Now that I think about it, it's not like any of you asked to be trapped in the ley line disruption.
Kaveh, aren't you going to look for the ley line?
Yes, but I can't just leave them here, can I? Oh, forget it. The more I think about this, the more I feel a headache coming. Time's a-wasting. I'm off.
Kaveh looks like he's conflicted. He really wants to win, but he can't ignore those he wants to help. Paimon's always felt like he's the type who Paimon doesn't mean this in an insulting way, but he seems like the kind of guy who'd be really easy to take advantage of. Whoa, someone's done already! Right? What?
I am from Spontamon, after all. We know a lot about ley lines, so finding a disruptor was never going to be
Since the Traveler and Paimon also happen to be here, do you have anything you want to say?
Anything I want to say? My friend couldn't continue on. The bonds of yesterday will forge the road to tomorrow. With the ties of friendship that bind us, I won't lose to anyone. That's a line from King of Invocations, one of my favorite works.
It might be a good thing that Tainari isn't here, or else he'd give Sino a
Oh, wow. It's already so late. Everyone's...
Something similar happened in King of Invocations.
Any thoughts on that, Al-Haytham?
I have no thoughts regarding King of Invocations.
Milo obviously wasn't asking about that.
Deserts are much more dangerous at night, so this competition should be nearing its end. At the moment, only Faruzan...
I wonder who the next person to find a disruptor will be.
Wait, only 3 people are left? Tighnari forfeited.
He also forfeited not long ago.
Ugh, Paimon can't understand what he's thinking at all. But, like Al-Haytham said...
Things are really heating up now. You can feel the contestants' passion.
Compared to the abstraction of human emotions, the desert heat is easier to intuit. Tighnari made the right decision to forfeit.
Live up to their
Huh? But...
of course, that may not sound like a huge difference.
Well, that's great!
Also, now that... I think... But the competition isn't over yet. Oh, Layla. She's really a bundle of nerves, isn't she?
Wait! You're...
Good to see you, too. It's nice to be out. Well, since I'm here, I guess I should help her finish this. What are we supposed to be? Let me see. Looks like she's basic. Come with me, you two.
Do you ever get the feeling that the ley lines have a regular flow? Similar to the way that celestial bodies follow fixed orbits? If we were looking down from on high, I wonder whether we'd find that the ley lines are just the reflections of the stars upon the Earth. Not all astrological phenomena can be directly observed. Some are deductions based on other details that we know. It's the same situation with the ley lines. The parts of them that are hidden underground can be identified via elemental energy, sound, and other phenomena. That someone has shut one of the disruptors down, the contrast between before and after can provide me with further information still.
Let me see. It should be here, I think.
Be still.
This should be it, right? I'll turn it off.
Nice work!
Again, I didn't do any of the real work. I'm just wrapping up. She'll probably wake up soon. No doubt she'll be a little disorganized. Will you be staying here for a while?
Oh, time to check our locator. Whoa, it looks like
Perhaps they're about to find the last disruptor. Also, speaking of Kaveh, he's an interesting one.
Huh? Why do you...
Before the second round, he had a chat with the other me. He said that worries can be like illnesses. They don't always have a magic cure. But the way I see it, his situation is much worse than my other selves. She just hadn't found what she wanted to do at the moment. Kaveh, meanwhile, knows what he wants to do. He's convinced that he has to win, and yet he doesn't have a second personality, but somehow he still seems that he's at odds with himself in some way. I don't know exactly how to describe it. It's like he's smiling on the outside. Still, who knows? He must be more experienced than me. Oh, but back to the topic of wrapping up. Shouldn't you be getting back to the...
Oh! Kaveh and Faruzan were super confident at... But between the two of them...
It should be around.
Finally found it.
Kaveh?
Oh, Madame Faruzan. And here I...
Faruzan! Kaveh! Oh! Looks like Layla's already done!
I didn't expect that you and I would find a disruptor at the same time.
Kainari and Hakai forfeited, while Sino and Layla are already done! Huh? What?
Yes, I kept digging, but instead of finding a disruptor, I fell down pretty deep and it was completely dark in there. It took me quite some time to unlock the very...
That's... actually...
Finishing a week's worth of trials in such a short time.
What about you? Why are you...
I encountered a lot of lost desert foxes along the way, and I brought them to the outskirts of the competition zone. When I woke up, it was already night. I used...
The most curious reason indeed. But are you sure you're all right? You said you were familiar with the desert. The way...
It was problematic, but that had nothing. The way I did things wasn't optimal, but I wouldn't have been comfortable not...
Youths these days. But back to the main issue at hand. Since we are both very certain that this is where the final leyline disruptor is... Well, this is indeed it. What is it, youngster? You seem relieved.
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that this round's fun. There shouldn't be any more innocent creatures getting wrapped up in danger. As for the points, I guess we can draw lots again later.
Alright, in that case, let's all head back to Aru Village.
Looks like the second round is over. I wonder who is faster, Kaveh or Madame Faruzan? Huh? Where's Madame Faruzan?
She went to get water. She'll be back shortly. I'm not caught up in anything. Don't make it sound like I take
Really? Then should I say that you have a curious affinity for drawing?
I'll go get the box and slips of paper for the lots. Please wait a moment.
Oh, here we go again.
I got it! Did you see that?
Congratulations!
Looks like Kaveh's luck's taking a turn for...
Finally! After all this time!
It looks like you've been rewarded for your tribulations.
And with that, our second round is done. Sino, Layla, and Kaveh are As for the current standings, let me see. Sino and Layla both have 4 points. putting them both in first place. The rest in descending order are Tainari, Barazan, Kave, and Hap. The next round will be the final one. Please, I heard that some stalls at the Wisdom Gala are debuting new games.
It feels like something's been on your mind this entire time.
Traveler, Paimon. I finally found you.
Finally?
Don't you feel like there's something off about this here? When Candace and I were at the cafe earlier, they might have caught sight of some mercs on business. But no disguise can mask the stench of blood. Just from their suspicious looks, I bet they do dirty work like kidnapping.
We eavesdropped on them for a while. They're
Sachin? Isn't that the person who Karina mentioned during the... He's apparently the sponsor behind the competition prizes.
Sounds like a rich person, all right. It makes sense now. The Eremites have been struggling to make ends meet recently. So a lot of groups have been doing, in their words, one gig set you up.
The extravaganza has brought many tourists to Sumeru City Hall. Dia and I wanted to directly capture them, but they were on guard.
I would have tied him up if it wouldn't have caused a scene. Who's legally supposed to take care of this kind of thing?
If Sino were here, he'd definitely get involved. Thanks a million, you two.
Not at all.
Yeah, don't sweat it. The Eremites' reputation is gonna get even worse if these scumbags succeed. But this is Sumeru City. Candace and I don't have as much freedom.
Should you require our aid, come find us at the cafe.
Sure I've forgotten something. Not to worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch it. As soon as I remember what it was.
Someone's planning to kidnap Sachin. Goodness. The growing popularity of the extravaganza has given him quite the reputation boost as its sponsor. He's seen as...
Well, since he's got a target...
To tell you the truth, we've thought about doing just that. However, Sachin apparently prefers to spend most of his time out. Our only lead is something he once said. Each time the Inter-Darshan Championship is held, assuming he remains committed to that promise, then he must be right here in the city somewhere. I suspect...
So, they shouldn't know we're...
I would assume not. Anyway, Matrasino is still on vacation, so I'll handle this. Don't you worry. A couple of kidnappers aren't going to get very far in Sumeru City these days. All of that said, if you're interested in Sachin's story, why don't you... The sooner we ascertain his whereabouts, the quicker we can act to ensure his safety. I mean, you could task all the Matra and the whole Corps of 30...
Fair point. Guess we should start searching for him.
None, I'm afraid. He's never committed any crimes or broken academic protocol, so we don't have a... I've heard that Alhaitham has now stepped down from his post as acting Grand Sage and is back to being the scribe again. Maybe it's worth checking to see if he knows.
Good idea! Okay, we'll head back to the
He's always the first to leave after the competition ends, and he never tells anyone where he'll be going.
Yeah, actually
To him, being a commentator is just extra work he was roped into.
Ooh, Paimon remembers that his help...
New punishment.
Killjoy! You've only just begun!
No touching!
Miscalculated! You want this one? Cascade!
Let's try knocking. No answer? Maybe no one's home. Hello?
Oh, it's you?
Oh, Kaveh, you're home.
Come on in. I'll get the door for you.
We didn't hear a peep when we first knocked. We thought no one was home.
Well, I can't be too careful. If someone from the academia came here looking for all...
You're pretty conscientious. So, what happens if someone comes inside?
It's fine, as long as I stay in my own room. Anyway, why would someone just barge in here looking for him?
Fair enough.
What do you think? Who knows what he does in his free time? All that matters to me is that I wouldn't call it that. He's just incapable. I told him how the second round went. I won the lot draw, remember? Because of good karma, of course. My luck for him being him. You're always quick to remind me that you're my upperclassman, and yet you do not problem solve in the manner becoming of an upperclassman. This begs the question of why we attach prestige to seniority at all. And he didn't stop there. I'd encourage you to reflect on why you've ended up having to rely on luck every round. Frankly, it's incomprehensible to me how you've managed to make it to this age without acknowledging the proverbial elephant.
Yeah, that does.
I've had it with him. Every time I talk to him, it's the same way. He finds a way to... Anyway, see those perfectly hung paintings on the walls? They're coming with me too. If his life wasn't utterly devoid of artistic sensibility...
Wait, you're moving out already?
Well, obviously I can't just yet. I'm just packing early to get... I've got my new place picked out already. I now know what I have to do to achieve this goal. No matter what happens in the third...
Well, we'll be rooting for you. Layla said that she thinks you'll...
Meaning what exactly?
Oh, we didn't say that.
Wait, what's so unusual about all that? I gave you my reason. Well, when you put it like that, yes, why indeed?
But thinking like that all the time must make your life so
It's complicated. Look, let's maybe leave this conversation. Sachin. Huh. I remember he brought a few documents home that day. This is the one. Here, take it. Taking liberties? He's certainly okay with helping himself to my beer whenever he pleads. And anyway, he did ask me if I wanted to read his notes. He doesn't leave documents lying around unless he's okay with other people reading them. It's fine, I promise.
Cool, if you say so.
Serious? All of Sachin's wealth, that's more than I could spend in a lifetime, surely. Heck, if I got chosen, I could build another Palace of Alcazar's array. Except this time, I'd make it 10 times bigger. Oh, then there's that new project in Port Ormos, of course. The bridge renovation.
Hey, snap out of it!
You're right. First I need to focus on winning and...
Huh? Wait a moment. Did Al-Haytham write this? It looks Sachin, dead or alive, unknown. And some of this stuff is just plain...
Let me see. Lofty ideals may provide... There's a...
Wow! It's so...
We worked together on a project once when we were students. The title was Decoding the Runes and Architecture...
Oh, interesting!
Who knows? The way his mind works is one of the great mysteries of...
Fair enough!